Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our online class of maths of class 8. Sorry. So, since our chapter, that is understanding quadrilateral, is going on, and in that chapter we had discussed almost all the theory part. We had discussed the properties of polygons, we had discussed about the kinds of quadrilaterals, we discussed about special parallelograms, and after these discussions, now it's a time for the problem discussions based on the polygons. The properties of polygons, we had already discussed a lot of problems. So today these problem sessions, which means a discussion of the NCERT exercise problems, will be related to the quadrilateral, kinds of quadrilateral, and special parallelograms. Okay, so let us start our discussion. So let us go with the questions. So I had taken some of the questions. It means I'm not discussing the exercise wise, exercise 3.3 and 3.4 and so on. So I'm taking means the important questions in which the students can have problem, and is just taking that and starts this I'll start discussion about that question. So let's start now. So the first question is, given a parallelogram A, B, C, D, complete each statement along with the definition or property used. Okay, so each statement, it means AD, only AD is given in the question, and it is asking that AD equals to what and with which property we are going to do that. So if you see the parallelogram, it is asking about the parallelogram. So I had drawn the parallelogram A, B, C, D. It is shown over here. Now, according to the question, first AD equals to, so AD is equal to what? AD is equals to this, AD is equals to its opposite sides, that is BC. So AD is equals to BC. Opposite sides of parallelograms are equal to each other. So that property I had used. Next, angle DCB. Now see angle DCB. So angle DCB is going to be equal to which angle? So as we know that opposite angles are equal in parallelogram, so using this property we can easily show that angle DCB is equal to angle DAB. So that only I had used. Angle DCB is equals to angle DAB. Opposite angles of parallelograms are equal to each other. The third one, OC equals to OC equals to what? So in what place of what I had written OA? OC is equal to OA. How I had written? So let us come in the picture. OC. So OC is half of this diagonal AC, and we know that the diagonals in a parallelogram bisect each other. So using this property we can write OC is equals to OA. So that only I had written over here, that is OC is equals to OA. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. I hope so. I'm must be being clear to everyone. Okay, now the another thing, it is asking measure of angle DAB and plus measure of angle CDA equals to 180 degree. So I had written that 180 degree. It is asking measure of angle DAB. Where is DAB? DAB, this angle. Measure of angle DAB and measure of angle CDA, this angle. So this angle and this angle, these two angles are the adjacent angle of this parallelogram, and we know from the properties of the parallelogram that adjacent angles of the parallelograms are supplementary angles. So using this property only I had written measure of DAB, angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA equals to 180 degree. That is, adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary angles. So I hope so this question number 1 must be clear, and I had nothing I had done, it means very tougher thing. I just used the properties to solve this questions. Let us move for the another question. So here is the another question. Consider the following parallelograms. Find the values of unknown x, y, and z. So here we have to find out the values of x, y, and z. It is indicated in the questions. So I had taken this question, so I had shown the figure here. So from this figure only we have to find out x, y and z. So let's start the solution. Sorry. Since the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram, we know that this is a parallelogram. As we know, the adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary angles, adjacent angles. So you can take 50 and y, both are adjacent angles also, and 50 and x, these two angles are also adjacent angles. So writing one by one each other using this property, adjacent angles of the parallelogram are supplementary angles. So y plus 50 is equal to 180. So y plus 50 is equal to 180. That only I written, and the reason already written, that's why not writing over here. Okay, y is equals to 180 degree minus 50 degree. Doing the transposition, y is equal to 130 degree. It's very easy to understand, because if once we know once we understand this diagram and then we know the properties, then we can easily solve the questions. As I had solved the questions and very easily had solved it. So y is equal to 130 degree. So this is our answer. Now let's move on for another. This is once after finding out the value of y, we can find out the value of x also. And how I am finding out the value of x, I had written one statement, x is equals to y equals to 130. It means directly I had written y, I had written directly. So you can see over here y and x. See the figure. Diagram is very important thing. Y is equals to x. The opposite angles are equal to each other. Opposite angles of the parallelograms are equal to each other. So that only I written, x is equal to y is equal to 130 degree. Opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. Okay, now next, z is equal to x is equal to 130 degree. Now come here. Okay, as we know that the sides of the parallelograms are parallel to each other, so this line is parallel to this line. So obviously this angle and this angle make a corresponding angle pair. So they must be equal. These things we had already discussed in our class 7. Okay, so x is equals to z. So that only I had used. Z is equal to x is equal to 130 degree corresponding angle. As we had found out the value of x already, 130 degree. So that's why I written over here x is equal to z is equal to x is equal to 130 degree corresponding angles. So I hope so this must be clear to you people, and it's very easy, but you need to remember the properties. Okay, so okay, now coming to the another question, let us do it firstly. So from figure, again we are having the figure, and this we have to find out again x, y and z. Three things again we have to found out from this questions. Okay, so let's move on. Now from figure, I'm using simply the figure. Okay, from figure, 40 plus z plus 112 is equal to 180 degree. So 40, because it is already given the question that this figure is a parallelogram, so no need to again mention it. 40 plus z plus 112, see here, 40 plus z plus 112 degree. So this is making an adjacent angle. See this angle and this angle, these two are adjacent angles, so they must be supplementary to each other. Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary angles, so that only I had used. So that's why I written 40 plus z. Since this is the combination of 40 and z, so that's why I written 40 plus z. So this angle and this angle are going to make the adjacent angles, so they must be equal to, sum must be equal to 180 degree. So 40 plus z plus 112 is equal to 180 degree. Z plus 152 degree, when we add these two, we are going to get 152 degree is equals to 180 degree. Now z is equal to 180 minus transposition 52 degree. 152 degree is equal to 28. So angle z is equal to 28 degree. We had got the value of z. So after finding out the value of z, let us find out the values of other angles, that is x. X is equal to z is equal to 28 degree, alternate interior angles. Let's come here and see in the figure that this line is parallel to this line. So if this line is parallel to this line, then obviously and this is the transversal, this is the transversal. Okay, so z must be equal to x. Okay, so we are doing that only. Z must be equals to x, that is alternate interior angles. So that is equal to 28 degree. Now moving on, all you can see, x is equal to z is equal to 28 degree. So x is equal to 28 degree, alternate interior angles. Now trying to find out the value of y is equal to 100 y is equal to 112 degree. If you see the figure, see y is equal to 112 degree, the opposite angles of the parallelogram. So we can easily write that. So I had written that y is equal to 112 degree, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, so we had solved this question. Now let us move on for the another one. So here is the question: can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if? So now we have to check that the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram or not if the conditions are given. Okay, so see here, first one, angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. So as we can see, D and B both are opposite angles is equals to 180 degree, and we know that in parallelogram the opposite angles must be equal to each other, but here it is given sum is equal to 180 degrees. So frankly it is not going to be a parallelogram, but one case is there when both the angles are going to become equal to 180 degree 90 degree each. The 90 plus 90 is equal to 180. So only in one case it is possible, so that only I had written, maybe in one case only when angle D and angle B both measures 90 degree each, but not for any other values of angle D and angle B. Okay, this is angle B. Since angle D and angle B are opposite angles, so they must be equal to each other. Okay, so now moving on for the another case. AB equals to DC equals to AB is equal to DC equals to 8 centimeter, AD is equal to 4 centimeter, BC is equal to 4.4 centimeter. So showing that given dimensions in a quadrilateral ABCD, you can see AB and DC are equal, but AD and BC are not equal. So we know that in a parallelogram the opposite both the pairs of opposite sides must be equal and parallel to each other, and here we can see one pair is equal but another pair is not equal, so that only are written. As we can see the quadrilateral in figure, it's one pair of opposite sides are equal but another pair is not equal, so it can't be a parallelogram. Moving on, the last one, angle A is equal to 70, angle C is equal to 65 degree. C, angle A is equal to 70 degree, C is equal to 65 degree. Again, if it should be a parallelogram, or this quadrilateral will be a parallelogram only if this angle A is going to be equal to angle C. It means opposite angles are going to be equal, then only it is going to be a parallelogram. But here we can easily see that 65 is not equal to 70, that's why this is not a parallelogram. So since angle A and C are opposite angles, so they must be equal, but angle A is not equal to angle C, therefore quadrilateral ABCD can't be a parallelogram. I hope so that I had tried to make the questions clear to everyone. So it's a very good discussion about the questions which I had done, and based on this and like this only you can just solve other questions also of the exercises. So keep on practicing the questions of the exercises, and in the next video, in the next class, I'll come up with some more problems. So it's time to end our session, today's session. Thank you for being here, all of you. See you next class.